Black. Welcome to another episode of Daytime Ottawa right here on Rogers TV. You know what? They're here to talk about their largest expansion launch that they've ever experienced and what they're all about. Very big charitable hearts they have at Mealshare. Katie Hession is with us right now, community leader. Nice to have you back on the program.
Thanks for having me.
We also have the very handsome Aaron Trudeau with us as well.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see you here. Head chef at Mulligan's Golf Bar.
Yep.
Things are going well there this summer?
Very good. We're just past our 3-year anniversary. 201 Queen Street, right downtown. Having a great year.
Amazing. We'll ask why you're a part of Mealshare coming up in moments. But Katie, Mealshare doing quite well. What is it all about?
So we're a nonprofit society, and our goal is to help end youth hunger. The way we do that, we partner with great local restaurants like Mulligan's, and they'll identify a few items on their menu with our Mealshare logo that looks like this.
Yeah.
And whenever a customer orders one of those, it means that a meal is being provided to a youth in need.
Amazing. Now, not just in Ottawa.
We are a nationwide program, and we're actually also in 3 American cities.
Incredible.
We're in Austin, San Antonio, and about to launch in Los Angeles.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about how many meals Mealshare has given out, I guess, well, in Ottawa, and then its program in general across these other great cities.
Sure, yeah. So in Ottawa, we've been here for about 3 years, and back in, I think about May, we passed the 200,000 meal mark.
Wow.
Being provided by Ottawa restaurants and diners. And then Mealshare as a whole organization, we just passed the 3 million meal mark for meals being provided.
That's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive.
And that helped you win the Governor General's Award as well, your founders?
Yeah, we're definitely recognized as doing great things here.
I would say. Okay, so let's talk about the charities before we get to that amazing steak tartare, which is coming up. What charities are being helped by Mealshare?
So here in Ottawa, we have 3 local charities that we help. We're with Operation Come Home, the Boys and Girls Club of Ottawa, and the Parkdale Food Centre. And then we also partner with one international charity, which is Save the Children Canada.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Why is Mulligan's on board, Aaron?
We were approached, and for one, we love having a community aspect within restaurants and outreach. We figured, why not, to be honest with you. It's a great program. It makes perfect sense for us. It's a great way for us to give back to the community, but also have people come into the restaurant and feel good about getting some items on the menu. It's just a great thing for all small and large local businesses in Ottawa. More restaurants should be part of it, and I hope they come on board.
Okay, they definitely will after this segment. How many meals or different dishes on your menu?
So we have 4 items on the menu currently. There's the fish and chips, there is steak tartare, which we're doing today, and I've got our desserts, which is skill cookie and homemade ice cream. And on brunches, on Sundays and Saturdays, we have our breakfast tacos. So 4 items total, and every time each one is ordered, the meal gets shared.
Wonderful. Let's get into it. The steak tartare.
Yeah.
Let's put together an amazing steak tartare.
Yeah,
here.
so we're using a very lean cut of meat today. This is a petite tender. Key little tip just right off the bat is if you freeze it for a little bit, it's very easy to slice. If it's warm, it's almost harder. The key to a good tartare is always to make it nice and thinly sliced, but also to have it very cold all the time.
Okay.
So we're just gonna slice this real thin, and we're gonna cube it all up, just like so.
Seems like it cuts pretty easily.
It does. Sharp knife also helps quite a bit.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just gonna slice this guy up. We're gonna cube it really small. Then I'm gonna toss it all in with some onions, some capers, and a couple other things here. Also, a thing that's really key is you almost want to over season it because it's not being cooked. You're not rendering any of the fat out. So you do want to make sure that it's seasoned quite heavily. Also, some people are a little wary sometimes about raw meat. Use good, fresh, quality AAA beef, and you're always gonna be okay.
Okay.
If you use, I wouldn't say go to the grocery store and get your bargain deal steak.
Yeah.
I would get it from your butcher, make sure it's fresh, make sure it's good.
Okay.
So
So show us what you add to that.
we're gonna add a little bit of just some diced white Spanish onions. We've got a little bit of fresh capers. Right here is a little bit of sriracha chili sauce. This just adds a tiny bit of heat, tiny bit of sweetness, makes it a little more balanced, also changes it up just a little bit. We've got some fresh parsley. Don't be shy of your herbs. You want to taste them. They're not just there for nothing. We're going to season. Salt, pepper, maybe a little more.
You're making this look real easy, by the way, too.
It is. It
throw
is.
stuff
It
in
is
the bowl.
very easy. It's a quick dish to be able to make at home. Again, it's just making sure you've got your mise en place set. Helps a ton. And this is just some fresh olive oil.
Okay, amazing.
I'm gonna get my spoon. We're just gonna mix this guy up.
And is that pretty much it?
This is it. This is literally it. We're gonna add a couple garnishes on our plate over here.
Okay.
But that is literally a quick 1-2 punch
Okay.
of a steak tartare.
Katie, I need to ask you then, so the growth to Ottawa has been pretty impressive. So you've got 28 new restaurants on board?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's a record number of restaurants coming on in one season.
Okay, so how many in total then does that bring the number up to in Ottawa?
We are approaching 100 restaurants here in Ottawa.
100 restaurants.
Yeah.
Incredible. So obviously you're always looking forward to more restaurants. I don't know how many restaurants there are in Ottawa, but everybody should be on board with this.
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So how do they get on board?
Well, for my role as a community leader, I obviously go in and approach the restaurants, but I feel like the awareness has really grown over the last year. So it's now a situation where my job's a little bit easier and restaurants are actually approaching me to join because
That's
they'll
something.
see other restaurants talking about it, or even diners are going out and they're taking photos of their Mealshare meal on their Instagram and sharing it, and so it's really grown in Ottawa for sure.
Do you get to taste every meal before you say yes?
No,
We actually
but I do get to do a lot of
Yeah.
eating.
We didn't do that. I thought we
No.
were gonna actually.
Okay,
I have tried this though.
Put 20
Yeah,
seconds
yeah.
left
Good.
here,
Yeah.
and now Aaron is plating it.
Yeah.
That looks amazing. The steak tartare.
Yeah.
And you can find that, of course, at Mulligan's Golf Bar at
Mulligan.
201 Queen.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's wonderful.
They have
Katie
great food.
And Aaron, thank you very much for being here today. And it is definitely a great initiative, and I think 200,000 plus meals in Ottawa is something incredible to help out all those great charities. Every restaurant should get on board, mealshare.ca. Thank you very much for
Thank
being here.
you.
Thank you.
We appreciate your time. And of course, more daytime is coming up right here on Rogers TV.